Long ago, in the heart of ancient Greece, there existed a mystical forest known as the Ancient Grove. Hidden deep within this forest was a secluded glade where time seemed to stand still. The air was always filled with the sweet scent of blooming flowers, and a crystal clear stream flowed gently through the glade, sparkling under the sunlight. This enchanting place was home to three very special sisters, Clotho, Lachesis, and Atropos, known collectively as the Fates. These three sisters were not ordinary girls. They were goddesses with the power to control the destiny of every living being. Clotho, the youngest, spun the thread of life from her golden spindle. Lachesis, the middle sister, measured the length of each life with her rod. Atropos, the eldest, was responsible for cutting the thread with her sharp shears when a life was to end. One sunny morning, Clotho sat by the stream, humming a cheerful tune as she spun a new thread. As she walked, a curious little rabbit hopped into the glade. It paused, twitching its nose and gazing up at Clotho with wide, inquisitive eyes. "Hello there, little one," Clotho greeted warmly. Placing her spindle aside, she gently extended her hand and the rabbit hopped closer, nuzzling her fingers. Clotho laughed softly. "Would you like to be my friend?" The rabbit seemed to understand and hopped happily around Clotho. She decided to name her new friend Hoppy. From that day on, Hoppy would visit Clotho daily, bringing a touch of joy and companionship to her otherwise solemn duties. Meanwhile, Lachesis was in her study, surrounded by countless threads of various lengths and colors. Each thread represented a different life, and it was her job to determine how long each life would last. It was a serious responsibility, and Lachesis took it very seriously. One day, as she measured a particularly vibrant thread, she noticed something unusual. The thread glowed with a bright golden light and seemed to hum with energy. Lachesis frowned, deep in thought. She had never seen a thread like that before. This thread belonged to someone very special, Lachesis murmured to herself. But how long should their life be? She couldn't decide and felt uneasy. She knew she had to consult her sisters. Atropos, the eldest sister, was in the garden, tending to roses. She was the most serious of three, always focused on her duty of ending lives when their time had come. Though it was a heavy burden, Atropos carried it with dignity. When Lachesis and Clotho approached her, Atropos looked up from her work. "What brings you both here?" she asked in her calm, measured voice. "Lachesis has found a strange thread," Clotho explained, holding Hoppy in her arms. "We need your wisdom." Lachesis showed Atropos the glowing thread. Atropos took it and examined it closely. "This is indeed unusual," she agreed. "This thread belongs to a person whose life will be filled with great deeds and challenges. We must be careful in deciding their fate." As the sisters pondered the glowing thread, a gentle breeze rustled through the trees, carrying with it a soft whisper. The sisters recognized the voice of the oracle, a wise and ancient spirit who sometimes visited them with prophecies. Faith, listen well, the oracle's voice echoed. The owner of this thread will one day seek your guidance. Their destiny is intertwined with the fate of many. You must choose wisely, for their path will shape the future of our world. The three sisters exchanged worried glances. The responsibility was immense, but they knew they had to fulfill their roles with care and wisdom. Days turned into weeks, and the glowing thread remained on Lachesis' table, untouched. One morning, as the sisters gathered for their daily task, a young girl stumbled into the glade. She looked tired and lost, her clothes torn and dirty. "Please help me," the girl pleaded, her voice trembling. "I have traveled far to find you." Clotho stepped forward, her kind heart filled with concern. "What is your name, child?" she asked gently. "My name is Helena," the girl replied. "I seek the fates. My village is in danger and I need your help to save it." The sister's eyes widened in realization. This must be the person the oracle had foretold, the owner of the glowing thread. Helena sat with the sisters and told them her story. Her village was being threatened by a powerful warlord who demanded tribute and threatened to destroy everything if his demands were not met. The villagers were terrified and didn't know what to do. Helena, brave and determined, had set out to find the fates, hoping they could help her. "We must do something," Clotho said, her eyes filled with determination. "But what can we do?" Lachesis wondered aloud. "Our powers are to spin, measure, and cut the thread of life, not to intervene directly in mortal affairs." Atropos, who had been silent, finally spoke. "We cannot change the course of events, but we can guide Helena. She has a courageous heart and a noble spirit. Perhaps with our wisdom she can save her village." The sisters decided to give Helena a special gift, the wisdom of the fates. They took her to the stream where Clotho's spindle, Lachesis' rod, and Atropos' shears were laid out. "Each of us will give you a piece of our power," Clotho explained. She handed Helena a small golden spindle. "This will help you find hope even in the darkest times." Lachesis gave Helena a measuring rod. "This will help you see the true length of your challenges and give you the patience to overcome them." Finally, Atropos handed Helena a tiny pair of shears. "This will help you cut through fear and doubt, allowing you to act with courage." Helena accepted the gift gratefully, feeling a new sense of strength and purpose. With the gift of the fates, Helena set off on her journey back to her village. Along the way, she faced many obstacles, but the wisdom of the faith she found hope, patience, and courage to overcome each one. When she finally arrived home, she gathered the villagers and shared what she had learned. Together, they devised a plan to outsmart the warlord and protect their village. Helena's leadership and the wisdom she had gained inspired everyone to stand up for their home. The warlord was defeated and peace returned to the village. Helena was hailed as a hero, but she knew she couldn't have done it without the guidance of the fates. She returned to the ancient grove to thank them. "You have done well, Helena," Atropos said with a rare smile. "We are proud of you," Lachesis added, her eyes shining. Clotho hugged Helena tightly. "You are always welcome here, dear friend." Helena left the glade, knowing she would never forget the kindness and wisdom of the three sisters of faith. The story of the three sisters of faith and the brave girl named Helena spread throughout Greece, becoming a legend passed down through generations.